I probably should have put breaking news on here. Cause this is breaking news. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Okay, hold on, y'all. Uh, okay, we got some breaking news, y'all. We got some breaking news. 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 Well, baby, well, as soon as I got off of here, I seen something and I was like, oh, child, I need to go back live. I need to go back live real quick. All right, so I'm going to give a few minutes for the people to come in really quick. And then I'm going to show y'all something that was just posted. Did he get life? Child, Hey, Sean. Hey, Miss Lori. Hey, Demi. Hey, Faith. Hey, Tracy. Let me see who else up in here. Hey, Love Key. Miss Demetria, Mama Bees. All right. So give it just a few minutes for the people to come in, and then we're gonna get into it. I saw this and I thought this was interesting, and y'all. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. I have not forgotten to send your cash app. Oh no, you good. You good, baby. Whenever you get an opportunity, I'm grateful. I appreciate it. Hey, Melanin Beauty. Hey, FDR. All right. So it's 51 people up in here thus far. I'm gonna give it just a few more minutes. And we're gonna get started. So most of you guys know that, of course, the jury is deliberating. I want to give you guys an update, especially on juror number 25 as well. Let's see. All right. And double tap the screen as you guys come in. So let's just go ahead and set the stage right now. The defense attorney and prosecutors are now adjourned following the brief court session this morning. Meanwhile, the jury is is continuing deliberations. Sean Diddy Combs, hey, Symmetry, hey, T. Lee. Sean Diddy Combs stopped to talk to his mother, Janice Combs, seated in the gallery after leaving the courtroom with the marshals. Combs leaned over to whisper to his mom, telling her that he was headed back to his cell. Just relax, it's gonna be all right, he said. He added that he loved her outfit. She was wearing a green and cream zebra print outfit. Girl. Anyway. Anyway, girl. Okay, so here we go. Let me show y'all this. This was just posted. So this was just posted a while ago by Megan. Y'all know Megan. Megan with the good knees. That Megan. The Megan, the attorney Megan Conniff. So it says prosecutors charged only Diddy with racketeering conspiracy, but they say, so we're going to say allegedly, the jurors have evidence that his co-conspirators included his security Fahim Mahad, Damian D. Rock Butler, and his staff KK. I told y'all that it was D Rock and KK and Fahim. I actually told my sister yesterday that this was before I seen this. I seen this today. I said before that, I thought it was crazy. Remember when I made that reaction that Fahim was in the courtroom? Remember when they said Fahim was sitting behind Diddy on Friday or during the closing arguments? And I told y'all, I said, that's very rich because Fahim has been working for him and been near him for a while, and Fahim still works for his family. Now I thought that was Janice be looking a mess, especially them old matted up wigs. Um, and I believe this. I believe this. I believe this. No, I'm not saying that they're charged. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying I knew as far as co-conspirators, I knew that these were the co-conspirators. And just because they're not charged now doesn't mean that after this they can't be charged either. And I think that that's what the thing is. I think that maybe the government is waiting on the fate of Diddy, figure out where Diddy is going, and however that turns out, I truly believe that these people are in trouble. I do. I do. There was a reason why the government never called them in as a witness. There's a reason why the defense didn't call them in as a witness, in my opinion. Um, so I kind of knew that this was the case. And I told y'all from the very beginning that I thought D-Rock and KK was number one co-conspirators. But they are saying that they aren't co-conspirator, or they weren't charged in the racketeering. And again, I get it. You have to prove the enterprise exists. You have to prove that people worked in the enterprise. But then also too, from what I'm hearing from attorneys, is that he could be the only person running the enterprise and it still be charged as a RICO. Again, I'm no lawyer, I'm no attorney. I you know, that's just based off what I'm hearing. Um this is the same thing they did to R. Kelly and never charged as co-conspirators. This is normal. Yeah, I get all of that. I get all of that. I just knew once I saw this that this was interesting. Again, I knew KK was in there, and I knew D Rock was in there. And again, I think that they're gonna get them. I do. I do. I don't know why they didn't charge them. I don't know. I think they were charged because they won't flip on them. Well, they weren't charged in the racketeering conspiracy. They weren't charged. However, it did list co-conspirators. It said that co-conspirators existed. They just have not been charged. And I unfortunately after this, I think they're gonna be charged. I do. Now, again, we don't know what the charges may be. But I really do. I think they're gonna get them. I do think that if Diddy gets convicted, they're getting charged. Just those are just my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm no attorney. If they had the proof, why not charge them too? It's BS. I agree with that too. I agree with that too. They should have been charged from the very beginning. Then it also makes me wonder about that cell phone. The cell phone information came up in the docket yesterday. It was marked as no longer sealed as of yesterday. In the phone conversations, or in that phone via the text messages, there's a lot of conversations between him and KK. A lot of conversations between him, KK, and D Rock. Diddy thinks that there's things in that phone that will get him off. I really honestly think that there's things that's gonna get you in further trouble, sir. Just my thoughts, from what I saw in another case, the people underneath the main person, all pled out and got slaps on the wrist, but the main one was sentenced to prison time. I mean, yeah, that's typically how it can kind of happen. You know what I'm saying? But I think in this case, I think KK and them is going down. I think KK and them is going down. And I, again, like I said, I had already told y'all that I felt like the whole time that KK, D Rock, and Fahim. Look, my sister is in the house. Sister, did I not tell you the other day when I talked to you on the phone? I said for Fahim to have been in that courtroom was rich to me because I felt like Fahim was going to be listed. I felt like he was going to be named or something like that. So again, Megan is saying that the prosecutors charged only Diddy with racketeering conspiracy, but says that the jurors have evidence that his co-conspirators included his security, Fahim and Damien, who is D Rock. D Rock's name is Damian Butler, and then Christina KK Corum, or however you say her last name. KK, we've been saying this whole try to bring you up to the front of the class. I think KK and D Rock are going down, but Diddy isn't. Oh, okay, now that's a different spin on that. Okay. Nitwit says she believes that KK and D Rock are going down, but Diddy isn't. Okay. That's an interesting take. Listen, and ain't nobody's opinion on this, in my opinion. Ain't nobody's opinion wrong. You know what I mean? I don't think anyone's opinion is wrong. I just knew. I said, "Oh, I gotta tell my people because we had already had this discussion to this talk that D Rock and KK would be listed as co-conspirators, and Fahim, you're a brave one. And from my understanding, Fahim only came to the closing arguments. So I think I was just getting ready to ask that, sis. So y'all don't think? I don't know. I don't necessarily see Diddy telling on them, but he could. I can see the others getting picked up if Diddy walks away from this. Okay, okay. I can see the state trying to bring charges against Diddy too. Um, in Jeffrey Epstein's case, they at least charged Maxwell and gave her a separate trial. I think that's what they should do, especially for KK and D Rock. For him too. But I believe they're going down too, y'all. I really do. I really do. But I can see what y'all saying. Diddy will get off, and it opens up the door for them. I mean, I can see it all ways, honestly. Hey, Miss Catherine. Hey, IPV. Juror number 25. So we don't really have a solid update on juror number 25. As of yet. I don't think. Let me see. The judge said that he will send the jury a note saying, in response to the juror's question, the court refers to jury. The court refers the jury to page 37, lines 1 through 3 of its jury charge, and then quotes the language from the instructions. Those lines from the charge say, the word distribution means actual, um, constructive, or attempted transfer. To distribute simply means to deliver, to pass over, or to hand over something to another person, or to cause it to be delivered, passed on, or handed over to another person. Distribution does not require a sale. Um, the judge rejected the other proposed language from both prosecutors and defense attorneys. The defense has suggested uh, referring the jury back to the full set of instructions or other parts of the charge, while prosecutors had proposed simply responding with yes. Um, so yeah, I don't think we got an update on 25. So I guess 25 is working and doing his thing, I guess. And according to Inner City Press, it's not on the docket either. So we shall see. Or on the record docket, whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Let me see. Inner City Press. Yeah, they asked him yesterday if he just try to be on the same page. If you ain't on the same page, they will replace you with one of them alternates. I was wondering how we're getting a report on the behavior of the individuals in the courtroom. I predict a verdict this morning. Do you? Well, I mean, no shade, no tea. I don't know if they doing this in order, but the distribution was the last predicated thing on the verdict sheet. So I mean, you could be right. And again, like I said, I don't know if they started from the bottom and now we're here and made it to the top, or they started from the top on to the bottom. I'm not sure how they did it, but um, if they're asking questions about that, then yeah. Can y'all double tap the screen, please? I mean, I'm not gonna be here that long. I just wanted to come and give you guys this update, but can y'all double tap the screen, please? That's how you hit the like button. It's 148 people up in here. Hit that like button. Um, they can't just replace 25 because they don't agree. That would mean that they would never have a hung jury. Um, Well, again, listen, y'all. Whatever 25 decide, I don't give a damn. Honestly, I know some of them ain't gonna agree. Some of them gonna agree. I mean, that's what jurors do. That's what they do. So I don't, I don't, I don't see the like the I don't know. Just follow them that man's instructions because he can't kick you off if you don't follow them instructions. That's what he can do. And put one of them alternates in there. You don't follow instructions. That's what the thing was. It's not really based on his opinion. It was the fact that he wasn't following the judge's instructions. See, that's another thing that people are getting wrong. He didn't, whoever it is, wasn't following the judge's instructions. Not really based off of what he feels and what he thinks. It's because he wasn't following the judge's instructions. That's what I thought. You can't replace a juror because they aren't going with the general consensus. But that's the thing, though. Everybody keep getting it mixed up. The note said that he wasn't following the judge's instructions. He wasn't cooperating in that sense. It wasn't based off of him having a difference of opinion or not, or feeling like Diddy wasn't guilty at all. It was the fact that he went in there and not wanting to follow through with what he's supposed to be following through with. That's the difference. And I think that's what everybody keep getting confused. I had to correct somebody yesterday about that. It wasn't necessarily about that. It was more so about the fact that he wasn't following, because the note literally said juror number 25 is not following the judge's instructions. Tracy, I ain't going back to look for that. It is what it is. I mean, I honestly don't. I mean, it is what it is. Juror number 25. Clearly, he working today. Clearly, he got his head swiveled on the shoulder or whatever. I mean, I ain't going back through them tweets to find that note. But again, it did say something about him not following instructions. So just follow your instructions, Mr. 25, 24, 26, whatever. So that's now I do need to talk to the people in the back. Let me talk to the people in the back real quick. To the people who keep asking, why is there 25 jurors? Y'all can't be that dense. Y'all can't be that dense. Y'all can't be that dense. The jurors are going to have numbers to represent themselves. And just because this is juror number 25 does not mean that there are 25 jurors. Come on now. Right, but he wasn't following the instructions, which means, again, he wasn't going through the full process. He's not going through the process and following the judge's instructions is what was said yesterday. He already went in there with his mind made up or whatever, and that's what he was doing. He wasn't following the instructions on the jury sheet or from the judge. Oh man, I thought that was common knowledge, baby. Me too. It be some slow people though, for real, for real. That baby said, "Well, I didn't know that they had 25 jurors. Oh my God, we're gonna be waiting forever for the verdict for everybody to make up their mind." And I thought, what? Man, we don't. You just can't help slow people all the time. Yeah, he wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing, like looking at the evidence. He had already went in saying he felt like Diddy won't guilty, and he wasn't going through the proper channels as to looking at the evidence, looking at this to make this decision. And that's why they sent the note in to the judge saying he's not following your instructions. I think everybody is saying the same thing. It just falls under the place of him not following the judge's instructions. And just to think how certain brothers be falling over Satan's women. Huh? What? Gusto, what you saying? And just to think how certain brothers be, huh? What? Boy, that is okay. Anyway, um, I'ma just okay. So if there are at least 8 those that mean that they haven't agreed to 2. You said so yeah. If wait, I'm trying to see what you're saying. 8 those, or do you mean 8 8 predicated acts? Hey, Miss Lily. So the 8 predicated acts, they only have to prove 2 in order to charge him with RICO. I think that's what you're saying. I don't know. Anyway, y'all. Like I said, I think the last thing on that thing was it said distribution of the rugs. But again, I'm not sure if they are working on from the bottom up on the list or if they're working from the top. They're working from the middle. I don't know what they doing. Wait a minute. Okay, come on for this cool max. I need this. Distribution is the last of the 8 counts. Right. They need to agree on 2. So if they made it down to 8, does that mean that they haven't agreed to 2 yet? No, because they gotta do all 8. They still gotta go through all 8. They don't get to stop at just 2, right? I don't think they get to just stop at 2. I think they have to go through all of them. No, actually, the judge instructed them that they had to answer all 8 counts. I do remember that now. The judge did instruct them that they had to answer to all 8 counts, whether they found him guilty or not guilty of those counts, of those predicated acts. She sings since they already at 8, that means that they haven't agreed to 2 needed to convict. No, that doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean that. They have to do all the counts per the judge in order to do that. That's what I say. I don't know if they like if they started at 1 and ended at 8, or if they started at 8 gonna be ending on 1. I don't really know how they're doing it, but it will kind of make sense that, listen, if they already at 8, it could be a verdict today. It could be a verdict today or tomorrow. Hey, Twin Flames, baby. Yesterday has been a busy trial day. Yeah, yesterday was a busy day. Lord, they got D-Rock too. They ain't got D-Rock yet, but this child, D-Rock handsome too. D-Rock handsome. KK, girl, I don't even know what to say about you, girl. Girl, you need to go down. No shade, no tea. You do need to go down, dude. And Fahim, I don't really think Fahim give a flying hootaloo, because Fahim still work for Diddy family. Fahim still going down to the courthouse every day. Well, I don't know about every day, but Fahim was there when they was doing closing argument. Her nose is too much. You know what? I was about to say something about her nose, but I decided to change my mind. If they go into tomorrow, I can see him being found not guilty on all charges. So you feel like if it happens tomorrow that Diddy could walk? That what you feel like? You feel like Diddy could walk? I'm disappointed in him like I know him. D-Rock was Big's main man. to see him caught up with Diddy after all the stuff he allegedly did to Big is wild. Yeah. I watched too many Gene Deal videos. Well, you better stop it because Gene Deal ain't innocent himself. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. A lot of people be going up for Gene Deal. I don't trust Gene Deal as far as I can see him though. Don't. I really don't. And they say New York niggas don't snitch. Well, I'll leave that where it's at. Gene Deal was his old security guard. And a lot of stuff that happened was after Gene Deal had even left. I feel like that they are going to find him guilty on some of those charges, though, Chef. I do too. But we're gonna see. We're gonna sit back and see. All we doing is giving a prediction, honey. But the we're gonna see. We are definitely gonna see. Girl, you said as a 2:50 a.m. Bitch, it's 9:10. 2:50 2:50 a.m. Bitch, it is 9:10. It ain't even 2:50 a.m. on the East Coast. You know what? I can't. I can. Y'all, I swear I don't do well with working with stupid people. I don't do well with working with dumb people. Ma'am, you sent this to me saying it needed to be done at 2:50 this morning. It is 9:10. Bitch, you just didn't do your job. And I'm not about to do it for you. I don't trust nobody who sits up under someone and witnesses and does some of the same things. Thank you. That's my thing with Gene Deal. That's my thing with Gene Deal. That's my thing with Gene Deal. That's also my thing with the man who's suing Fat Joe. My same sentiments, sir. You were there all this time, then all of a sudden you want us to believe that Fat Joe's messing with these young girls and this and this. And again, I'm not here to. I don't put nothing past none of these people, to be truthfully honest with you. But I think it is absolutely crazy to. Okay. The roadmap was a game changer for me. I can unhear it. Wonder if the jurors feel the same. Well, I know based off of some of the people who were in the courtroom, they did say you could see some of the jurors' reactions to certain things. And again, I get it. Even after they go through this evidence, some of the jurors aren't going to. I get it. So we shall see, y'all. We shall see. Let me see. Y'all got any more comments before I go? Let me get to this dumb girl at the job. She was supposed to have something completed by 2:50 this morning. Y'all, it is 9:10. She gonna send me a message talking about, did you complete it? Yeah, I did what I was supposed to do yesterday before I got off work, girl. I hate having to teach people how to do their job and having to. You went through the same training I went through. Why is I'm teaching you anything about your job? Girl, bye. I just do not like that. I ain't here to teach you how to do your job. Go over there to them HR people and ask them to run you through training again. Girl, the Capricorn in you, I don't like that, sis. I don't like you. Girl, I'm not here to do your job. Same thing last week. Man don't know nothing about what he doing. I had to literally do his job, send in all the paperwork, but it got your name on it. Sir, no, I'm not doing it anymore. I ain't. We got one of them in my job. No, you're gonna every day you clock in this job, you're gonna do your work. I'm not doing nothing for you. Talking about, well, can you send me what you said? No, I can't. I cannot and ain't. Do it on your own. It's late anyway. Hey, Quake. And I hope they get you for it. We ain't good Judies like that. Girl, and on the first day when I asked you something simple, you gave me your to kiss. And then all of a sudden you want me to, girl, bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Right, I'm gonna need part of your paycheck. You need to send me a cash app first. Do that. Anyway, y'all, let me get to these dumb folks. If I hear or see anything, we will be doing some spontaneous live. So make sure y'all got your notifications set to all. Okay. Make sure you have your notifications set to all so that we can talk. But I saw this and I said, I think this is important. I think this is important. So let me read it one more time and then I'm gone. Prosecutors charge only Diddy with racketeering conspiracy, but they say jurors have evidence that his co-conspirators included his security Fahim Muhammad and Damian D. Rock Butler, as well as his chief of staff, former chief of staff, Christina KK Corium or Coramo, however you say it. Okay. All right. One more thing. One more thing. Y'all, I'm not slow. On my community wall, I addressed that lady over there, and I'm not saying her name. I'm not saying her name at all. But in that, I put, and by the way, I did not delete y'all comments or none of that. I'm just as confused as y'all are about them comments. But in it, I said, I have air dressed you for the last time, and everybody keeps saying it's a dress, chef. It's a dress. I don't want you to go out like that, chef. I don't want you to go out like that, chef. Now, those of you that watch that lady, you know why I said air dress, right? Are y'all clear on why I said air dress? Because if one more person send me a screenshot talking about, did you mean air dress or did you mean to address? I meant what I said, air dress. I meant it, air dress. Yes, gum. She put them suckers in. Oh, oh my. Oh, oh my. Okay, then I got one last thing to tell y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of my business. So this guy that I've been talking to, y'all, I better be careful. Oh, let me be careful for they try to get us for sex trafficking or something like that. Oh, child, let me be careful. Let me be careful. They gonna try to get us talking about going across state lines, honey. Let me be quiet. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna keep it to myself. A lot of them are missing the pun you intended towards they missing the whole thing, honey. They missing the whole thing, child. Oh, you teasing. Well, hopefully you like my DM I sent you. Oh, that was funny. That was absolutely hilarious. You know, I got a key out of that. Airdress was correct. Yeah, I meant to say airdress. Oh, you're teasing. Okay, I'ma just go on and say it, child. Okay, so this older guy, he is older, y'all, but he don't look old. And I already told y'all I attract old men's just about. I attract old men and old women too. Old women stay in my DMs, honey. And y'all be talking about going to get their check. I can't spend them folks' check because they only get $600 a month, and we is barely making it, getting more than that. So I can't get the people check. Okay, I can't get the people check. However, wait a minute. However, listen, that man just asked me if I like to go on a little mini vacation. Dude, call me Jane Doe, cause baby, I'm ready to get on this. I'm ready to get on this plane, honey. You ain't asked me but a thing. I don't mind older men either. I don't like these ancient men that be hitting me up, and the only source of income that you have is your social security check. I would feel bad taking your whole check, sir. So therefore, I can't do the older people like that, But this one, mhm. Listen, I ain't never been to New York. I ain't never been to New York, so it'll be a big one, honey. I'm down. I'm down. And mind y'all, we have been talking for like on and off for the last like I say for the last year almost. It's almost been a year. Now there are requirements to date older men. And by the way, he works out. He don't even look his age. He don't even look his age. And when I say older man, y'all, I don't mean like 60, 70. He is, I almost said that man name. He is 49. He'll be 50 next month in August. So it's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad. I can deal with that because you got your stuff together. So he's 49 going on. He'll be 50 next month. So right, I think Quake. I think that's a good age. Look at my sister, my clock. I think that's a decent age. It's a decent age. But that does sound like uh listen, I ain't got nothing to do with it. He asked me, have I ever been to New York? And I said no. He don't even live in New York. Let's be clear. And I said, no, I haven't, and I would love to go. He said, you ain't said nothing but a word. So I'm finna get off here so I can pack my bag. Let me get off here so I can go wash my clothes and pack my bag. Let me go pack my bag and then I'm giving me an Uber right on to the airport. I'll talk to y'all later, okay? No, I'm just playing. The trip is not for another 2 weeks, child. It's literally not for 2 weeks, child. To New York, just for a couple days. Nothing major. Again, I just have never been to New York, so. And again, he don't even live in New York. So, but yeah, I just wanted to share that. I thought that was funny. I want you to be alert and careful. Right from wrong, love you. Oh, absolutely. Hey, y'all, wait, chef, I thought you was delivery. Okay, say I'm still delivery. Okay, I'm still very much delivery by the Lord. You know what I'm saying? However, listen, when the man said, oh, I don't mind sharing my location with my sister. I don't even mind that at all. But the man said, because y'all know me. Listen, when I get ready to go out of town, I want an Airbnb so I can cook in the kitchen and do all of the things. But y'all, the man said, don't worry about nothing. I said, okay. I ain't used to that. I'm not used to that. Do all of the tourist things. Oh, I am. I was in the bushes. I'm 52 and oh my God, Crystal, you don't even look no 52, honey. You look wonderful, beautiful. Shout out to Crystal. 52, baby, looks good on you. Turn them numbers around, honey. Turn them numbers right on around. Don't call Tracy up in here because Tracy gonna show enough saying we doing something illegal. Not you and Tracy can double date and can. Never mind with all the waiting around. And you have money to get home chef too. Oh yeah. One thing I'm never gonna do is travel outside of town without enough money in case if something were to happen for me to get home. Get him straight for us 50 plus. Yeah, I do deserve it. I deserve it. Cause I was like, listen, I was just gonna cook, we gonna call it cute or whatever. He was like, boy, please see if I do. Now, hopefully, after this open up the door. Take me around the world. Take me around the world, girl. Hey, P2 Ross, what's up? But yes, I will be sharing my location with my sister because you everybody, you never know. You never know. So you always want to be on the safe side. You never know. What's going on around the world? Who's going around the world? Me? No, I'm just playing. I have just been talking to this guy. He's older than me. I've been talking to this guy, and he offered to for us to take a trip to New York, to the New Yorks, to the New Yorks. So yeah, listen, y'all. I'm gonna go. Let me get back to work, cause this lady then sent me an email that is eons long. I'm not reading this. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good day. Oh yeah, I'ma definitely share my location. He ain't no pastor, is he? We aren't going to have to tug him by his ear, are we? Well, no, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. No, he is not a pastor. He is not a pastor. He is not. I can't do the pastors. Can't do the reverends. Okay. I told you I don't do the reverends no more. Okay. I don't do the. It was in my past day. In my past, I used to sleep with the reverends, but no more. For real, y'all. Bye. I can't do this with y'all. Y'all. I can't do this with y'all. You must be a Jackie you work with, man. I just don't like. And this has been going on for the last week and a half, y'all. I came into this company and I don't even have the training that they have. Like, meaning I came in because I have experience and because I've done this for the last 8 years. So I have experience. Well, last 7 years, going on 8 years. So the lady and the man from last week and the lady from this week, they started way before I did. However, I don't think that they had any experience, but they've been on their job for over 7 months. They have literally been on their job for 7 months. So I don't know. I'm just aggravated. Chef, seriously, because people, oh yeah. I tell y'all all the time to share y'all location when y'all doing stuff. At least have a girlfriend, a sister, a brother, a cousin, or somebody that you can you can send your location to. There's a couple people in my family that I had their locations all the time, and I know where they at and what they do. I actually still have my best friend location. I still keep his location. So anyway, y'all, I'm about to go. I just wanted to bring this to you guys. If I see anything, let me just double check, child. Let me double check before I go. Twitter. Okay, there's nothing on Twitter. Oh, also, we do need to talk about the Drake and Kendrick Lamar situation. They had court as well, so hold on. Okay, there's nothing on CNN or Twitter. All right, I'll keep you guys updated if something happens. Happy early birthday, Brittany. Happy early birthday, my girl. I hope you enjoy. And I'm gonna forget by tomorrow, so just remind me again, okay? I'm gonna forget. All right, y'all have a good one. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.